Hi there, we're getting started with SAT Math series. So today we'll be starting with Algebra series with a few questions included in this video. So you can go through the questions, pause your video, work out the questions on your own and then see the explanation. So this is our first question there. You're given with an expression 9x square plus 9y square over 6x square plus 20x plus 6 is undefined when you are given with 4 options there. First of all, you have to keep in mind an expression becomes undefined when its denominator is 0. Okay, so if your expression is of the form f of x over g of x, this particular expression becomes undefined when your g of x is equal to 0. So here in place of g of x, you're having 6x square plus 20x plus 6 equals 0. So basically, you need to solve this quadratic equation. So from the view of SAT Math, you are entitled to use Desmos calculator. So you can just use your graphing calculator there and you can plot your graph there and easily get the solutions for this equation. So first, let's see how do we solve this using Desmos. Okay, I'm using Desmos here. I'm going to enter the expression over here. You can see here I have entered my expression there and I have plotted the graph there. You can see it's a quadratic graph only, but it's kind of, you're just seeing two parts of that. So it seems to be like two straight lines, but it's a quadratic graph only. So here you can see that your graph intersects with the x-axis at two different points, one at -3 and the other at -0.333. You have to identify that this point is literally -1/3. So your x values are -3 and -1/3. So we can conclude that our expression becomes 0 when x is -3 and x is -1/3. From that itself, you can see that the only option which gives you x value as -1/3 or -3 is B. Okay, you need not worry about y at all because y is not at all coming inside your denominator there. So you need not worry about y. You can just go through x there. So x is -1/3. That will be your answer. Or traditionally, let's see also, if you want to skip to the next question, you can go there. I'm just showing you how you traditionally solve this quadratic equation once. Okay, so if your quadratic equation is of this form, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, you would solve it by finding two numbers. Okay, you have to get two numbers such a way that the product is going to be AC and the sum is going to be B. Okay, and then using those two numbers, you will factorize your middle value. Okay, so here I can actually simplify this quadratic equation as 2 times 3x square plus 10x plus 3 equals 0 because I observed that everything is a factor of 2. I took out 2 there. So now this expression would become 3x square plus 10x plus 3 equals 0. Now I want to find two numbers whose sum will be 10 and product will be 9. This is a very easy part here because you know that product 9 and sum 10 means you can go for 1 and 9. Your numbers would be 1 and 9. So it will be 3x square plus 9x plus x plus 3. So literally I splitted the 10 with respect to this 9 and 1. Okay, with 9 and 1. So I got 9x plus x equals 0. So here I can figure out that from this part I can take out a 3x. I can factorize out a 3x. So I'll be getting x plus 3 inside. And here I don't have a common factor. So I would just take 1 over there. 1 times x plus 3 equals 0. So this would give me 3x plus 1 times x plus 3 equals 0. Literally I took the x plus 3 out and the leftover is 3x and the 1 and that's written inside this parenthesis. So 3x plus 1 times x plus 3 equals 0. So equating both of the parts separately to 0, that is 3x plus 1 is equated to 0, I will be getting x is equal to -1/3 and equating x plus 3 to 0, I'll be getting x is equal to -3. So my solution is x is equal to -1/3 or x is equal to -3. So as we did earlier, you can conclude that your solution would be option D. So this is your second question. You can pause the video and try the question and then see the explanation. So as you can see here, we are having 3 over 2 g equals 9h minus 15. We have to find the value of g in terms of h. This is connected with literal equations. So here we are solving for g in terms of h. This is a very easy question. It's 3 over 2 times g equals 9h minus 15. So literally you have to remove, let me write it first, 3 over 2g equals 9h minus 15. You have to remove the 3 over 2 from the LHS. So basically the left hand side, okay? So basically you have to remove the 3 and 2 there. So to remove the 3, to remove the 2, I can multiply it with the 2, and to remove the 3, I can divide it with the 3. Basically, okay? So literally I multiplied it with 2 over 3. So I'll be multiplying the other side as well with 2 over 3 to balance the equation there. So here you can see, you can cross out the 2 and 2, 3 and 3. So you're left with a g on the left side, and you're left with 2 over 3 times 9h minus 15. Actually, you got an equation there. But you have to keep in mind, you have to check each time whether you're getting the same thing. At each stage, whether you're getting any one of the options there. But you can see none of the options matches with this one. You have to open the parenthesis. So I'm multiplying 2 over 3 with 9. So 2 over 3 when multiplied by 9, I can cross off with 3. 3 and this 9 can be crossed off. You'll be getting 3. 2 times 3 will give me 6. So 6h minus, then 2 over 3 is multiplied by 15. So I'm getting 2 and 3 and 15 can be crossed off. So I'll get 5. So 2 times 5 gives me 10. So 6h minus 10 will be my answer there. So you can go with option C. A small tip there, you can work out this question with respect to SAT in a very easy way as well. You can just go through that. Here, if I plug in h equals 0, okay, automatically when I plug in h equals 0 into this equation, I would be getting 3 over 2 g equals negative 15, which gives me g is equal to negative 15 times 2 over 3. Okay, so that will give me negative 10 as the value. So the g value when h is 0 is negative 10. Okay, when h is equal to 0, we get g is equal to negative 10, and the only one when substituted with h equal to 0 that gives us negative 10, the only option is C. The first option when I plug in h is 0 will give me 5 over 3. Okay, the first one will give me 5 over 3, second one would give me negative 15, the fourth one will give me negative 45 over 2, and the last one will give me negative 30. So the only option that gives me negative 10 is the C option. So you can go with C. That will save your time. So this is your third question. If fg plus 2f minus g is equal to 2 minus whole brackets f plus g, what is the value of g in terms of f? So this is again considered as a literal equation. Okay, so let's see how do we traditionally solve it first. So basically we have to find the value of g in terms of f. So g is what we are solving for. So bring every term with g into your left hand side. Okay, so let me just make this small. Okay, so here I already have an fg and a minus g on the left side. Okay, so I'm keeping right now, let us write down once. First let's open the parenthesis for avoiding confusions. So 2 minus f minus g. Once I open up, I'll get minus f minus g on the right side. Now I can move every terms with g onto one of your side. I'm moving it to the left side. So fg minus g, this negative g when it comes to the left side, you will be getting positive g, is equal to 2 minus f, and along with that there is a plus 2f over here. Once it's get transposed to the right side, you will be getting negative 2f. So you will be getting, you can easily cross off negative g and plus g there. So fg is equal to 2 minus 3f. So from here you can easily make out an equation for g, which is 2 minus 3f over f. So this is going to be your equation for G, which is option E. This is going to be our fourth question. This is an interesting question. X square minus c over x minus b. Here this expression is given that it's equivalent to x plus b. Also keep in mind b and c are positive integers. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. B and c are positive integers. So here it's given x square minus c over x minus b is equivalent to x plus b, which means you can write this is equal to x plus b, and it's given x is not equal to b. Okay, so here you're supposed to find the value of c. What is a possible value of c? This is a very interesting question. I would suggest that you try it on your own first. So here first you will be getting x square minus c is equal to x plus b times x minus b. I just crossed the x minus b to the right hand side. So I'm getting x square minus c is equal to, once you open this one, you need not open it, you can study it as a result, which is very, very important in the point of view of SAT, which is a plus some b times a minus b is equal to the difference of their products, difference of their squares, which is a square minus b square. So this is a very important result. A plus b times a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. So here you can use the same thing. X plus b times x minus b is equal to x square minus b square. Okay, so here you got an expression where x square minus c is equal to x square minus b square. So you can equate the constant parts there, because both the parts are x square only. So once you equate them, you are going to get b square is equal to c, or you could say c is equal to b square. So c, the question is to find the value of c, right? So c is a number which is the square of a positive integer. So from the options, there is only one number which is a positive square, which is 4. 6, 8, 10. They are not squares of a positive integer. Okay, so the only possible answer is 4. So you can go with 4. You can eliminate B, C, D. That's the method to solve here. I hope you got it. So we explained 4 questions here. I hope this session was helpful. So for more videos, stay tuned.